In 2024, Paris will host the Summer Olympics, an event set to draw an unprecedented 15 million visitors. This occasion is shaping up to be France's largest ever, with the city planning to showcase its cultural treasures, from beach volleyball near the Eiffel Tower to equestrian events in Versailles. Yet, as the clock ticks down, Paris faces the challenge of ensuring everything is ready on time. In this video, we delve into the extensive preparations for the Olympics in Paris, the hurdles they face, and the lasting impact this event might have. Hit that subscribe button and let's get started. The journey to hosting began in 2017, with Paris initially competing against cities like Hamburg, Rome, and Los Angeles. After several withdrawals due to financial and public concerns, only Paris and Los Angeles remained. Ultimately, they agreed on Paris for 2024 and Los Angeles for 2028. Notably, Paris isn't new to this role, having hosted in 1900 and 1924. The 2024 Games promised groundbreaking achievements, gender balance, carbon neutrality, and even the introduction of breakdancing. With a budget of $9.5 billion, Paris aims to deliver a cost-effective yet spectacular Olympics. Despite exceeding its initial budget estimates by over $2 billion, Paris's preparations for the 2024 Olympics remains relatively stable, especially when compared to past events. The 2012 London Olympics, for instance, underwent a staggering 6,000 budget modifications, ballooning from $3 billion to $11 billion. In contrast, Paris's current budget has only seen about 300 adjustments, indicating a more controlled financial approach. A key factor in this budget stability is Paris's innovative venue strategy. The city plans to host most events in existing or temporary facilities, significantly reducing the need for new construction. This approach aligns with their commitment to carbon neutrality and allows showcasing of Paris's renowned beauty. Iconic locations in central Paris will be especially highlighted, blending famous arenas with historical sites. For example, the Parc des Princes Stadium and Stade Roland Garros are set to host football, boxing, and tennis. Additionally, temporary arenas will be strategically placed in the heart of the city, highlighting its historical splendor. Let's explore some of the most intriguing venues planned for the Games. The 2024 Paris Olympics will feature an impressive blend of historical charm and modern infrastructure in its venue selection. The Grand Palais, a grandiose structure dating back to 1900 and a host of the World Fencing Championships, will be the backdrop for the fencing and taekwondo events. Meanwhile, the Invalides complex, known for its military museums and Napoleon Bonaparte's tomb, will transform its expansive outdoor space into arenas for archery and athletics. The Eiffel Tower, Paris's most iconic landmark, won't be left out. At its base, beach volleyball will take place in a specially constructed arena, while the nearby Trocadero Gardens will host the opening ceremony. Other historical sites, like the Place de la Concorde and various bridges, will serve as unique venues for events like cycling and the triathlon, integrating the city's rich heritage into the Games. Outside the city center, the Stade de France in the Île-de-France region will accommodate rugby and athletic events and the closing ceremony. The Palace of Versailles, renowned globally, will see its gardens transformed into venues for equestrian events and the modern pentathlon. In addition to utilizing existing landmarks, Paris is also adding new venues. North of the city center and newly built Paris La Chapelle Arena, originally intended for basketball, will now host badminton and gymnastics with a capacity of 8,000 spectators. Nearby, the Paris Aquatic Center, started in 2017, will be the stage for diving, water polo, and artistic swimming, accommodating 6,000 spectators during the Olympics and 2,000 post-Games. These venues embody a seamless fusion of Paris's historical elegance and contemporary innovation for the Olympics. The 2024 Paris Olympics will not just be a Parisian affair, but a nationwide celebration, with key French cities like Lyon and Marseille playing host to football matches in their existing large stadiums. Marseille's Marina will also serve as the venue for sailing events, capitalizing on its nautical reputation. In a remarkable move, the surfing competitions will take place in Tahiti, French Polynesia, leveraging its world-famous waves and showcasing France's global presence. Significant urban development is underway in Paris, especially with the construction of the new Olympic Village. This marks a departure from the 1924 Olympics, where athletes were housed in temporary wooden huts. Today's approach is more about creating a lasting legacy, transforming these temporary accommodations into a major urban project. This shift represents the evolving nature of the Olympic villages, transitioning from short-term solutions to sustainable urban developments that will benefit the city long after the Games conclude. The upcoming Olympic Village, sprawling over an area equivalent to 70 soccer fields in Saint-Denis, just north of Paris, is poised to be more than just a temporary residence for the 14,000 athletes. Its strategic location ensures athletes are within 30 minutes of most event venues, equipped with all necessary amenities. But the choice of Saint-Denis is about more than convenience. It's a deliberate move to rejuvenate an area long plagued by socio-economic challenges and high crime rates. Post-Olympics, the village will transform into residential housing for 6,000 people, aiming to uplift the community. As of late 2023, the project's progress remains under wraps. Shifting focus to the Seine, Paris's central river is set for a major role in the Olympics, especially in the opening ceremony, with a planned large-scale boat paradise. Spectators will gather along both banks to witness this spectacle. The river is also slated to host the swimming marathon and part of the triathlon, reminiscent of its use in the 1900 Olympics. However, swimming in the Seine has been banned since 1923 due to pollution, primarily from untreated wastewater. In 2022, 1.9 million cubic meters of wastewater was discharged into the river. Although this is a 90% reduction from 2 decades ago, the lingering bacterial levels still render the water unsafe for swimming. Paris faces a challenge with its outdated sewer system that struggles to handle both wastewater and rainwater during heavy downpours, leading to floods and the release of untreated wastewater into the Seine. This poses a unique obstacle for the city as it aims to host swimming events in the river for the 2024 Olympics. To tackle this issue, Paris has initiated a massive underground rainwater tank near the Uchlitz train station. Its purpose is to capture polluted rainwater, divert it to a downstream treatment plant, and release it into the Seine once it meets safety standards. This solution aims to relieve the sewer system's strain, preventing untreated discharges into the river. Despite the $1.5 billion investment, the project isn't foolproof, as extreme weather could overwhelm it, potentially leading to swimming event postponements due to a lack of backup plans. The Games' success may hinge on favorable weather conditions. Apart from river pollution, Paris faces 2 significant challenges that could potentially disrupt the Olympics. The first and foremost concern is security, particularly the threat of terrorism. While France has been vigilant since the 2015 attacks, the scale of the 2024 event is unparalleled. An estimated 15.3 million visitors are expected, with a staggering 600,000 attending the opening ceremony, surpassing Paris's current population of 2.2 million. To ensure safety, 20,000 agents will be on duty daily, alongside 30,000 additional police officers and soldiers. Traffic restrictions will be severe on the first day, with some metro stations closed throughout, and airports shutting down on the opening ceremony day. The second pressing issue is infrastructure, with concerns about how the city's transportation system will cope with the massive influx of people. Public transport already faces congestion during rush hours, and authorities initially relied on the Grand Paris Express project to alleviate this. However, due to construction delays, most of the project won't be completed in time for the Olympics, except for the extensions to Line 14. In response to the challenges, authorities are encouraging alternative transportation modes alongside public transit, including walking and cycling. To facilitate this, new bicycles and cycling lanes have been introduced ahead of the Games. While this approach may raise concerns, its success remains to be seen. Considering all the factors, the 2024 Olympics in Paris have experienced relatively smooth preparations compared to previous editions. Paris is no stranger to tourism, being one of the world's most visited cities. Moreover, the long-term impact is expected to be largely positive. Thanks to projects with a forward-looking perspective, the financial benefits are significant as well, with the public contributing around $2.6 billion of the $9.5 billion budget, while expected revenue, even after accounting for potential taxes and additional costs, stands at approximately $1.7 billion. This represents a substantial economic boost for the city. Lastly, there's the cultural advantage of showcasing Paris's rich heritage to the world and uniting people from diverse backgrounds under the common banner of the Olympics. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you appreciate the approach Paris is adopting for its preparations? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below.